Go gamers. So we just got something special from our friends over at Lenovo. Let me show you what's inside. We're gonna do this old school style, man. Just pop it open.
Keep it real.
Yeah. Newest handheld on the block, the Lenovo Legion Go S. All right, so let's see what's in here. So power brick, of course. Then the Go S. What is this for? Oh, okay, I was gonna say, this is a lot for just one little piece of paperwork, but this thing actually turns into a stand.
This cardboard box is a stand?
The cardboard box itself. There's like instructions here. We'll come back to this after we unbox it, but that's an interesting way of recycling the box, huh? All right, here we have it. Legion Go S. All right, so I'm gonna have to stop you there. Future Judd here at CES 2025. You guys are watching me unbox the Legion Go S. This is the Windows version, but Lenovo just announced this guy over here, and this is the Legion Go S with SteamOS. Now that is mind-blowing because I think we've all been waiting for SteamOS to get on some really good hardware, and you know what Lenovo does. It's the exact same as the Windows version, but it's got this awesome purple finish. Indoors, it kind of gives you like this in-between of like purple, and you can almost pass for black. So it's got a really cool look to it, but I am pumped to get my hands on this. Finally, we're starting to see SteamOS get on other devices, and I'm glad it came to this one first. Now for the Windows version of the Go S, the launch model is going to be available in some markets starting in January 2025. There's going to be more options of the Windows version coming by the middle of 2025, and the same goes for the SteamOS version. Now we're going to get back to the unboxing of the Windows version over here, but before we do that, let me let you guys in on a little secret. This right here is the Legion Go 2. You knew what was coming. This thing looks incredible. It feels incredible. We got a lot to talk about, but that's for another video. Let's get back to the unboxing. Now this right here is meant to be a more affordable version of the bigger handheld that we saw with the original Legion Go, but Lenovo went ahead and made a ton of changes. So first of all, instead of having the detachable controllers, that's very Nintendo Switch-like, this is all one unified body, which I'm not mad at. Like, it's great to be versatile and be able to do a bunch of things with the Go, but I kind of just like having a all-in-one design. Now, this is still a huge handheld. We've got an 8-inch display. This feels way more comfortable than the original. And quick look around, we've got 2 USB-C ports over here, volume controls, our power button. And what's cool is the LED around the power button makes it look like the Legion logo. And in between the volume controls and the 2 USB-C ports, we have a headphone jack. We have our standard triggers. We even have the hair trigger locks. So that's a nice little addition here.
How many levels?
It might just be 2,
Oh.
because it doesn't stop in the center. I'm fine with that. I never use the middle one anyway. We've got our standard buttons, joysticks, and what's nice is the RGB ring around the joysticks are also based on the Legion logo. It has those little lines. The D-pad is different now. This is a circular D-pad. We also have the mini trackpad. Before we had that larger trackpad, but now we've got this small one. We have front-firing speakers, and it also has a micro SD card slot at the bottom. Let's go ahead and plug this thing in. Yo, I love the fact that they made it white. I like a white handheld.
Better looking in your opinion?
I like it personally. It makes it feel like, I don't know, special versus like an all black system. It's crazy that this feels smaller, but the screen is still like gigantic. All right, so while we're setting up, you guys are probably wondering what the specs are. So like I mentioned before, this is an 8-inch display, 120 hertz refresh rate. CPU wise, we're looking at something new. We're not looking at a Ryzen Z1 or Z1 Extreme. This is actually the Z2, but it's the Z2 Go. It's pretty much on par with the Z1 Extreme, but with the Z2 Go chip, it allows it to be at the price range that it is. Now, we've also got 16 or 32 gigs of RAM as an option, 512 gigs of storage. It has a 55.5 watt-hour battery, and this all goes for about $499, which is pretty solid for a, portable. But of course, we're gonna have to test all of that stuff. Oh, Windows, why you gotta update on me? This is like, it could take a while. Actually, it literally says this could take a while. So we're gonna come back to this. All right, y'all, so I went ahead, got it all set up, got a couple games on here. I'm playing Vision of Mana right now. And you know, I tweaked my settings and I gotta say, it really does feel good. Now, I'm the kind of guy who I'll use a big device to get the best looking screen, the best performance, all that stuff. I'm the all out kind of guy. This right here, I really like because it feels super comfortable to hold. Ergonomics feel really nice, especially compared to the old one. So check it out. We have the original Legion Go over here versus the Go S. And while this one does have a bigger screen, I think it's the form factor for me. I'm not super crazy about this, even though I love like a big screen. Just handling it doesn't feel as comfortable as this. We've got these curved edges now that sit nicely in the palm versus these hard edges that we had before. So definitely a huge improvement here. We also have like bigger RGB circles around the joysticks. My only gripe so far though is that they kept the quick settings and the Legion space button at the top versus the like start and menu button. I would have just liked them to reverse it, but it's not a big deal. It's not a huge complaint. Overall, it feels like a massive improvement just ergonomically. And what's interesting is that this is not even the successor to the Go. This is the more affordable version, just updated with, I guess, all the stuff that Lenovo has learned from the feedback that they've been getting. Now, another place that they listen to feedback is Legion Space. So when you press this button, it pops open your Legion Space, and they made some changes to the software, and it actually runs pretty smoothly, and there's an area where you can see all of your settings. My GPU is maxed out because of the Visions of Mana game that I have open, but we'll get back to that. But the overall software here feels a lot better than it did in the past. I'm definitely happy with the direction that they're going with this. Oh, I could change the joystick light. We do like a spiral rainbow. Yeah, that's cool. So of course, when you press the Legion Space button, you get access to your library, access to all kinds of settings, and you can of course tweak the way the controller works, map the buttons in the back here. This is a redesigned version of their hub, and so far I'm liking the direction that it's going. It feels way more intuitive than it did before. Now on that top right, you get your quick settings, so you can access all of the different menu options over here. You can change your performance mode, basic settings like your sound, brightness, resolution. A lot of what you find right here is basically where you can tweak things and fine tune this to run the way you want. And even the software here feels way more responsive, and I just like the overall feel of it. It just feels like it makes more sense. And Jay, check it out. This is that touchpad right here. It's small, but like, you can move it around pretty easily.
Sound from touchpad?
Yeah. It's a lot of vibrating for
I
this.
was looking around like, whose phone was it?
Yeah, no, it's the vibrating from this. I'm wondering if you could turn that off. Touchpad vibration. Okay, there you go. And just like that. That's gone.
It's so small though.
To me, it's not so bad because you can just easily swipe where you want, click, and it's really not a big deal. Now, would I have liked a big pad like the original? Maybe slightly bigger? I don't know, I'll see. When I spend some more time with it, I'll see if it's like a pain to use or if it's something I don't use at all. I'll let you guys know in like a later video. But so far, playing games on it feels nice. It feels smooth. That makes sense though, because the AMD Z2 Go is meant to be comparable to the Z1 Extreme. Some slight differences, but so far from my, little bit of time playing here, I'm not mad at it. I did have to tweak a couple things, but in this game, I'm getting high 30 to 40 range, and that's with like pretty solid setting. Graphics on high, max 60 frames per second, 1080p, AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution 2 is set to performance. So yeah, I mean, this to me has been the best combo that I've gotten out of this, and it feels good.
Does the second gen scream like crazy like the first gen?
This one does sound quite a bit quieter.
Okay.
First gen used to get loud. This one?
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, and that's something else I'm gonna look out for, just to see if the fans tend to kick up a lot or if they're usually pretty mild like this. But I gotta say, my first impressions for this being a $499 handheld for running Windows, that's a pretty aggressive price in this market. 500 bucks for a system like this, and it plays games well. I think this could open the door for a lot of people who want to play PC games, but maybe not invest in like a full-blown PC or something. I think this is gonna be a great pickup, but I'll let you know after I spend more time with it, of course. But you guys let me know what you think with a comment down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Can we at least get the stand going now?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're definitely right. Let's see. That basically sits like this, and then boom, not bad. Okay. That's the first time you might want to keep a piece of the box.